Do you seek the Grail? Guys, water filtration is extremely important. Whether you're just on a hike, you're camping, or whether you're on the bug out, being able to have fresh, clean water is vital. In the rule of threes, you have 3 days without water, and then your body starts to go into dehydration. So we're going to look today at the GRAYL, and this is the ultralight. They do make some other options, but to me, as far as portability and really taking care of a lot of the nasties that are in your water, this is one of the best. But there are some limitations, and we're going to talk about that as well. It's very compact, it's very simple, and I like that. The lid, just turn it a quarter of a turn, and then you can pull the inner container out. Now we have the filter system right here, and then you have your clean drinking water that will go into this. So you have a container as well. A lot of the filters that are on the market are just filter straws, or they're filter systems, and you still need a container. So this kind of is one in all. And it's almost like a French press. And so we're going to demonstrate it, but you put your water in here, you bring in your filter. Again, make sure that this is either off or at least a quarter of a turn to allow air to escape. And then you just push it down. And this filters the good clean drinking water into this container. And these filters are replaceable. You want to put the container on a surface that is at least stable. I mean, it'll work in the sand. And then you just take your lid, put in your filter, take both hands, and then just push down. Put your body weight on it, just let it press in. It takes about 15 seconds. It's good stuff. And this should be really clean, clear drinking water. It actually improves the taste as well. We're going to go ahead and put it back on about a quarter. Now you can take this out. Go ahead and pull it out. In the bottom, there's a little bit of water left over. Just pour it out. We're going to go ahead and put it back in because you can drink it straight from the bottle put together. Good taste to it. Looks really clean, clear. One thing about using purification tablets or boiling the water, you still have the sediment still in the water. And it doesn't really help with taste. Sometimes it will help some, but this is really clean. This is better than tap water. It doesn't have all the chlorine and all the things in it. And actually, to separate it now with it open, I mean, it comes open really quick. The bottle weighs 10.9 ounces. When it's empty, it'll hold 16 ounces of water. And it takes about 15 seconds, again, to filter out the water. So it's really pretty quick. It's 9.67 inches in height, and it's 2.7 inches wide. And it's perfect to fit right in any kind of water pouch, on the side of your backpack, in any kind of different container. I mean, you can just carry this with you, obviously. Fill it with good clean water when you want to start out. And then when you need to refresh it, you can use it and then filter it. The bottom has a rubberized non-slip pad. It's made from a really tough material. It's quiet, and you can tell. It's PBA free. And it does handle a lot of different things that most of your water filters don't, including viruses. That will filter out 99.99% of viruses. Rotavirus, norovirus, hepatitis A. And guys, that's actually a big improvement over a lot of your different filters. It removes bacteria, E. coli, salmonella, and dysentery. And again, 99.9% of protozoa, cryptosporidium, and amoeba. So now it removes those, but it also filters out microplastics, sediment, silt, different chemicals, whether it's chlorine, benzene, chloroform, and heavy metals, lead, arsenic, and chromium. This filter system really handles about anything you're going to encounter. Lid has a little hook. You can actually put a carabiner or something on here. Again, this is made from really solid plastic materials. There is a seal that goes around the side. This is to keep the fresh water and the contaminated water separate. Here we have the filter, and the filter again is replaceable. There's a little tab, you just pull this back and it just rotates off. It's really easy to put on and off. These filters run about $25 and they're good for about 300 presses, which is 40 gallons. Now the shelf life on the filters unused is 10 years. Once you use it, it's 3 years. I brought up some filtered water because I wanted to show it in a glass, just to show you how clear it is, and honestly to see for myself. Looks really good. Don't see any kind of particulates, anything in here. And of course, it's not what you see, but it's what's hidden in there. And so as long as that filter is doing what it says it's doing, and from all the reviews I've seen, it's been really highly regarded. As far as cleaning, you definitely need to clean it once you finish. So go ahead and pull it apart. Here your filter. The big thing is you run just good clean water over it. Right here is a little tab. You just pull it out like this, and it pulls this ring down. There's a ring. You can see how it pops out. That locks it, and then you can just turn it. There we go. Once we get it past this little catch right here, it turns and comes right off. And here I just have some bottled water. Just kind of clean it, run it through. And once you rinse it off good, you leave it out to dry. You don't want to probably leave it just where it's exposed outside, but it says between 2 and 4 days really help just let this dry out like it needs to. Now I wanted to bring out some different filter systems that I've been using for a long time. A real popular one is the Sawyer Mini. It's really an effective system. It has a small bag, 16 ounces, and then you have something to backwash your filter. And the problem with this is, for me, is as you see right here, there's a straw that goes with it. I didn't have the straw right there handy. And so that is something that you need to think about. If you have a lot of pieces, sometimes they can get lost. One for really small units, I really like the Frontier filter straw. This is 11 gallons of water. It's really simple. And then we have the Pro, which I like as well. And it has adapters to be able to go onto your bladders, your hydration bladders. But these are very small, simple, and they're easy to carry for EDC. Now the indoor canteen actually has a filter system that's built in right here. So you're using it, you're just filling up with water, and you're just drawing it through. And I like this because it'll fit in my canteen pouch, and I can use it, and there's a lot of different features to it. And then the Sport Berkey. This has the Berkey system, and so it filters the water out. Similar to the indoor canteen, you just drink, and then it filters through the filter itself. And so this is also a container. I like containers. Now we use the big Berkey for all of our drinking water, and I love Berkey system, and it's great. But one thing about these, they do not defeat viruses. They will take on bacteria, Giardia, Cryptosporidium, but with the GRAYL, it does handle viruses. Now I'm not sure how often you're going to run into viruses, but this will definitely help with that. So I think this has a plus. And again, it is very easy to use. You're not drawing it through a straw. You're doing all your action by pushing it down and filtering it out. And then you can just drink it like you normally would. So I think that's some advantages that I really like. And one thing I didn't show is there is a fill line right here. And this is where you fill the water up. And then when you put the filter in, you press it out. And that way it'll keep it from overflowing. And guys, there is a myriad of other water systems. In fact, I have the Katadyn Hiker Pro. I really like it. It's larger. It'd be better for a bigger group with a pump. And there's just a ton of other ones. But this is just some of the ones that I've used over the years, and I do have others. These are just the ones I brought out. And guys, this may not be the holy grail for water filtration, but it's definitely one of my favorites so far. And I think the ease of use, the simplicity, you have your water container, it removes viruses and a lot of other things that you just don't need in your body. I bought this on eBay, and I think I paid $59 for it. The filters run about $25. Having a couple of extras wouldn't be bad, but water, guys, it's vital. You only have 3 days, and keeping hydrated is extremely important when you're out there in the outdoors. If you're serious about prepping and survival, check out Survival Dispatch Insider. It is the best resource on the web for survival and prepping skills. They use a lot of the top names in the survival world that are contributors there. We upload one video that's exclusive to the Insider every week. I'll have a link down below in the description. Check it out. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic.